The news you count on. NBC2 News at 11.
St. Patrick's Day and spring break had people packing Fort Myers Beach.
We've been just about at capacity for the last 2 weeks.
Next at 11, I'm showing you how this is impacting local businesses.
We're also following a traffic stop that turned into a drug bust. Tonight at 11 o'clock, hear who troopers arrested and what deadly drug was found inside that vehicle. Plus, as we're wrapping up our weekend and heading into the work week, I'm sure many of you want to hear from Justin over here on whether or not those warmer temperatures are going to continue.
At least I have some bad news. We only have one more day of at least warm weather before some changes come to Southwest Florida. We're talking the return of jacket weather. Let's break down the two systems that are going to impact your upcoming work week right now on NBC2 News at 11.
Thank you so much for counting on us here at NBC2. I'm Elise Chingari. Well, St. Patrick's Day taking place right in the middle of spring break here in Southwest Florida. So that means our area was quite busy. NBC2's Sarah Mankiewicz is live and local with us there on Fort Myers Beach. Sarah, how did the area look throughout the day? And the other question is, how long did it take for you to get over the bridge there to Fort Myers Beach?
It took quite a lot of time for us to get over the bridge. I'll address that first because traffic was not fun to get over here. But Fort Myers Beach was just filled with people celebrating both St. Patrick's Day and spring break out here. And businesses tell me that today has showed them that Fort Myers Beach is truly making a comeback after Hurricane Ian destroyed the island.
As busy as we are today, it just feels like normal, maybe our busiest that we've ever had.
Danny Timothy is the general manager for Nervous Nellies on Fort Myers Beach. It reopened 2 months ago. Timothy said today was exactly what the business needed.
St. Patrick's Day just kind of lands right in the middle of spring break, and it kind of really just works out for us. And, you know, it's our favorite day of the year. It's our busiest day of the year. We're just happy to have everybody back on the beach.
As we drove onto the beach, traffic was bumper to bumper just getting onto Estero Island. And finding parking was no easy task. People of all ages from Florida and those here enjoying time off.
We're just out here on vacation from Minneapolis, having a little fun, bar hopping, St. Patty's Day, drinking green beer.
Whether you're from out of state like Tom Mitchell or a local like Kathy Tjetter, everyone is excited to see Fort Myers Beach filled with people.
We personally got hit very hard by the hurricane, so we're all back in and everything. So this is really our first St. Patrick's Day since getting back into our places, and we could celebrate together.
It's crazy out here, but we love it.
Today was the definition of Fort Myers Beach strong. I mean, we had so much love from locals. We had people from all across the United States, but more importantly, we had a lot of people local.
With not many people spending the night on the island, Margaritaville Resort is accommodating as many people as they can.
We've been just about at capacity for the last 2 weeks, and looks like for at least another month we're going to be still at capacity.
As St. Patrick's Day comes to an end, spring break is still going on, and businesses are hoping that, well, business just keeps getting better. I'm live and local on Fort Myers Beach. Sarah Mankiewicz, NBC2.
Sarah, thank you. Well, keeping up with the St. Patrick's Day fun over in downtown Fort Myers, the streets were obviously packed all day. And with that being said, there may have been some congestion that came to parking. Let's get over to NBC2's Mohammed Abdul Khalwi as he explains how the parking situation was out there today.
Downtown Fort Myers is buzzing with people celebrating St. Patrick's Day, which can mean parking issues for some. Despite the changes that took effect here a few months ago, those I spoke with today say paying for parking is the last thing on their mind.
So we pulled in right to a parking spot, so it was great.
Beth Jolly decided to spend her day by visiting downtown Fort Myers to celebrate St. Patrick's Day in style. Visiting from New Jersey, she knows a thing or two about being at big events.
So I feel like we pay to park everywhere we go in New Jersey, so it really didn't faze me at all when I heard about it.
She arrived just before noon, before the festivities kicked off.
I expected that parking to be a lot worse, and based on all the recent changes, friends of ours that live down here said it wasn't really well explained.
Some people like Sherry Sherfin have the same idea.
We really don't have a problem with it.
Sherry is the owner of Grand Illusion on First Street. She is one of the many businesses today showcasing their products. Sherry explains how she uses the new parking method as a learning lesson for others.
We do have a few customers that come in that have a little trouble navigating the app, but they're mostly people that aren't used to apps. But it's a seamless process for us to just go out, help the customer, get it the first time, and then they never have a problem again.
Festival goers had the chance to park for free today because of today's big celebration.
Before they come downtown, should download the app. the parking app and just have it on your phone. If you frequent downtown, keep the app on your phone. You have other apps you keep on your phone all the time.
There is still no answer to if the city of Fort Myers will go back to free parking yet. But for now,
they should just get used to using it. It's not going away, so, it should work fine.
Reporting here in downtown Fort Myers, I'm Mohammed Abdul-Kawi, NBC2.
Mohammed, thank you. Now on to some important information. If you're still out and need help trying to figure out how to get your car home, AAA is helping out tonight. According to AAA, impaired driving crashes and deaths tend to spike here on St. Patrick's Day. So again, if you or someone you know has had too much to drink tonight, you can call the number that you see here on your screen for a free ride. There's no need for a membership. AAA will send out a tow truck to you anywhere within a 10-mile radius.
Throughout the course of the past 25 years of this program, we've provided free rides for 30,000 impaired drivers. So we're saving their lives, but also protecting the lives of the people that they would be sharing the road with.
The service started at 6 o'clock tonight and is free until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Well, FHP arrested a repeat traffic offender along I-75. Troopers say that they stopped Mateo Gonzalez Juan, who you see here, around 5 o'clock last night. They say Juan had his license revoked for multiple offenses, including running from police, street racing, failure to pay traffic tickets, and more. They say Juan bought this red motorcycle that you see there, did not register it, placed a tag that did not belong to that bike onto it, and continued driving it. He is now sitting inside the Lee County Jail tonight. Florida Highway Patrol arrested a driver for allegedly riding around with 1 pound of marijuana laced with fentanyl. Take a look. State troopers stopped the driver who was going 100 miles per hour on I-75. Troopers arrested and booked 28-year-old Abraham Duarte into the Charlotte County Jail. He's now facing multiple felony charges, including trafficking fentanyl. And Florida Highway Patrol state troopers made another arrest as they tried to stop this Chevy Camaro for a loud exhaust. But instead of stopping, the male led troopers on a chase, reaching speeds up to 140 miles per hour. He then jumped a median, causing this damage that you see here to that car. The driver eventually came to a stop in a parking lot off of Colonial Boulevard, but that's not all. He then took off on foot. Troopers were able to catch up to Cody Pravat, who you see right here. And now listen to this. We're being told that Pravat was out celebrating his birthday. Meanwhile, an investigation is underway after a deadly boat incident claimed the lives of 2 people. We now know 71-year-old John Mulder died at the hospital and 71-year-old Judy Ian died there on scene. FWC says the pair were ejected from the boat that happened there in Little Hickory Bay in North Naples on Friday. We're being told that they landed in the mangroves that line the channel there. Boaters in the area say the area used to be a no-wake zone, but they believe that Hurricane Ian actually washed away signs there, causing boats to be going too fast now in that area.
I've actually seen accidents here before. I've seen a jet ski that was lodged up in the mangroves before, clearly from an accident, and had a couple of close calls myself.
Now, we have reached out to FWC as they continue to investigate, and we're also still trying to find out if that was a no-wake zone or not, and if signs will be posted in hopes of preventing future tragedies. As always, you can count on us here at NBC2 to keep you updated. The search is still on for 2 injured manatees in southeast Cape Coral. So FWC is asking for your help tonight. They're saying for you to be on the lookout for them. We know FWC is monitoring 2 manatees in the Mass Canal between Southeast 28th Street and Kamal Parkway. Now, our NBC2 cameras caught one of them on camera, but it moved before FWC officials were able to arrive. James Douglas is a professor of marine science there at FGCU's water school. Now, he says the manatee is likely suffering from lung damage.
One of the causes of excessive buoyancy is internal injuries caused by being hit by a motorboat. It means that they're too floaty and they can't get down to the bottom where their food is. So if they can't fix that problem, the manatee could die because it wouldn't be able to get down to the bottom where the grasses it eats are.
FWC says the other manatee is a thin adult with a tail injury. Now, if you see an injured manatee or these ones that they're looking for, if you see them out there this week, make sure you call the Manatee Rescue Hotline. That number is right there on your screen, 1-888-404-3922.
All new tonight at 11.
Still ahead tonight, would you ever consider swapping out a juicy steak for a snake? how this could be the new way to combat the food insecurity crisis. Next at 11, Justin.
And as we're getting ready for the new work week, we have two opportunities for some rain. The first system, not a big rainmaker, but it's going to bring some cooler weather. The second one could be a big rainmaker, possibly some strong storms. I'll break them both down for you coming up here in a few minutes.
Mornings happen fast. It can feel like you're running late before you even get out of bed. But NBC2 News Today keeps you moving. This isn't breaking news that's hours old. This is everything you need to know right now. It's more reporters covering more places so you know what's happening in your neighborhood. And NBC2 First Alerts that move with you so you don't miss a beat. When you want Southwest Florida's favorite morning news, count on NBC2 News Today.
Closed captioning sponsored by Rebath of Southwest Florida. Call Rebath today.
I'm here, and pure wonders reached with a cleaner fuel. I'm in the bright lights of the shell and in the shimmering sea. MSC Cruises for a greater beauty.
Fishing isn't as hard as it looks. Just get Arby's to spread some tartar sauce on a toasted bun, and bam! You've reeled in 2 crispy fish. Arby's, we have the meat.
All St. Patrick's Day weekend. Kane's Furniture is adding up the discounts. Save $200 for every $1,000 you spend. Shop room after room of breathtaking furniture. $200 off every $1,000. Zip, zilch, zero interest until March 2027. This weekend, Kane's is saving you lots of green. Don't miss out. Now through Monday only at Kane's Furniture. Get more for less. Visit Scanlon Acura in Fort Myers and drive the new Acura MDX. With dynamic performance and commanding style, the precision-crafted Acura MDX is designed to thrill. Experience it today and lease the new Acura MDX at Scanlon Acura for just $419 a month. Just $419 a month.
There is a difference. Come see for yourself at Scanlon Acura in Fort Myers, where you'll get a deal you'll feel good about.
This is your window to the world.
Your community. Your neighborhood.
That's why you count on NBC2.
NBC2 Weather is sponsored by Cape Coral Dodge Jeep Ram. The lowest prices in Southwest Florida, period.
All right, well, meat lovers, listen to this. Could you imagine switching out a steak for a python? I couldn't, but maybe you could. A study in the Scientific Journal says that eating Burmese pythons could actually help solve the food insecurity crisis and help the planet in the process. Florida Gulf Coast University's snake biologist, Dr. Andrew Durso, believes that even though the taste isn't ideal, the feasibility is.
But people do eat them a lot in Asia, you know? I mean, they're collected wild and used for food, and they're farmed for food in Asia. So it is something that is done. It's just not done very much in North America. I wouldn't predict it taking place in the United States, but I think there might be other places in the world where it could become a useful tool.
Okay. But listen to this. Eating farm-raised pythons would be much safer than eating snakes caught in the wild. Wild pythons contain high levels of mercury and parasites, but farmed snakes could be raised in a way that removes both of those issues. All right, still ahead tonight, Who Wants to Be the Next Millionaire? Coming up here at 11. We'll tell you when you can expect the next Powerball jackpot drawing and just how much money is up for grabs.
Wake up with your favorite morning news with NBC2 News Today.
Here's what you need to
This spring is the perfect time to get away.
do it like this.
With a great deal on your favorite Hyundai model.
Do it like this.
All backed by America's Best Warranty, plus 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. Add more joy to your journey at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get in and get away now before these deals are gone. Lease a 2024 Palisade for $299 a month or get 3.49% APR or up to $1,500 total savings. Visit your Southwest Florida Hyundai dealer today.
When your future takes a hit, when a split second turns into a lifetime, you need a lawyer who will stand up for you,
for your family, for your injuries, for what's right.
When you feel powerless, it's time to use the system that can give you your power back.
When you're in the fight of your life, we're ready to stand up with you.
Protecting you and your family is what we say, because it's what we do. Farah and Farah, here for you, here for good.
You'll be surrounded by nature and embraced by luxury at the Isles of Collier Preserve, featuring stunning new homes from Minto. Explore miles of kayaking and hiking trails, relax at the Isles Club, or gather at the resident exclusive Overlook Bar and Grill. This is Florida living at its finest. Located just minutes from downtown Naples, final phase homes are available now. Don't miss your opportunity to live in Naples' premier community. Visit theIslesMinto.com today.
We see you, Florida sports bettors. You've waited, you've made yourself heard. It's time you get what you deserve. Sports betting is legal in Florida only on Hard Rock Bet. Live in Florida. Legal in Florida. Bet anywhere in Florida. Easy deposits, fast withdrawals. Odds boosted as high as the blue Florida sky. Welcome to Florida's only legal sportsbook. Get a no-regret first bet when you sign up now.
It's a controversy with more than one bump in the road.
You can go over a hump at a higher speed than you can a bump.
It's David versus Goliath on Southwest Florida streets. I'm NBC2 anchor Peter Bush. That story Monday at 6 on NBC2.
Welcome back. All right, there's still a chance to be the next millionaire in the Powerball jackpot. Last night's drawing saw no ticket matching the winning numbers. The estimated jackpot now grows to $645 million. The next drawing will take place tomorrow. You can count on us here at NBC2 to let you know if there is a winner or not. And take a look at this. Lava has now crossed a road in Iceland where a volcano erupted this weekend. The eruption forced the evacuation of hundreds of people from the nearby Blue Lagoon thermal spa. That may sound familiar to you. It's one of Iceland's top tourist attractions. So this actually marks the fourth time the volcano has erupted since December. There's no confirmed deaths reported from the recent eruptions. However, a workman has been declared missing after falling into a crack in the earth created by that volcano. And Justin, I know that this is something that you continue to track. What are the biggest concerns right now?
Yeah, one of the concerns, obviously, with the town of Grindavik, it's just been very unsafe. That entire town was evacuated once again. They built a barrier along the town so that that lava flow would go south, but now as it's making its way south, it's getting closer to the ocean. It's about 1,900 feet, a little over 1,900 feet from reaching the ocean, and because that lava is very alkaline, and if it mixed with seawater, you can get some chlorine gases, which are very toxic. Of course, when you're mixing hot and cold too, it can kind of be a little explosive. But fortunately, they do say that it has slowed down, which is a good sign, and they don't think it's going to reach the ocean, at least with this flow. But as long as that magma is still coming out of the ground, it still remains on the table. So we'll continue to keep following it for you guys. Meanwhile, back here, we are tracking a cold front for you all as we get into your Monday. There it is, just off to our north, causing some showers and thunderstorms out in the Gulf of Mexico tonight. Some of those showers will reach us later in the day tomorrow. As far as those showers right now, they're just off the Tampa Bay area. They are been tracking off towards the east, so they're not quite heading towards us just yet. It's going to take some time for it to get here. So as we go through tonight, things are going to remain quiet, but we will wake up possibly to some patchy fog in the area overnight. You felt that steamy condition outside, the humidity. It is up. We have moisture out there. As long as the winds stay calm enough, I think we get some fog in the morning. 72 as you wake up. Very mild, warm for this time of the year. So we go through the day. Overall, the morning looks pretty quiet. We may get a few little isolated showers here as we get towards that 1 to 2 o'clock time frame. I do think it's going to be a little bit off east. So if you're heading out to a beach tomorrow, still looks like overall not too bad of a day. We're up towards the mid 80s as we get into the afternoon. It's the evening we watch this cold front move in, bringing a few isolated showers, really not looking super impressive with the rainfall. That timing would be around 8 o'clock here in Lee County, moving down towards Collier County as we get into 9, 10 o'clock. Then the front clears us and we start to dry out. But then we start to cool off and also see some breezy conditions start to move in. Now, as far as severe weather threat, I know it didn't even look like many storms would pop off from that. The Storm Prediction Center has indicated that off here towards our east and to the north, there is a chance that some of those sails could try to take off. But overall, the threat is pretty low for us tomorrow. It's mainly just a few spot showers. As far as rainfall total, again, not impressive. I do think some spotty areas may get up to a few tenths of an inch of rain. Otherwise, it could be a situation where your neighbors see rain and you do not see anything. Behind the front, though, is where we see the real impacts. Temperatures are going to take a tumble from where we've been at. We're going to be in the mid-70s for highs on Tuesday. Wednesday, we're in the upper 70s. But at the morning lows, as we get into Tuesday morning, 59. A Wednesday, 53 degrees. That's going to feel very chilly. In fact, some of you will wake up into the 40s. Winds will also be pretty breezy. Look at this as we get to Tuesday morning, up to 17 miles per hour down in Bonita Springs. It'll continue through most of the morning before backing off later in the day. Ultimately, what you need to know, if you're wanting to try to get out on the water, it's not a good day to do it. Let's talk about the second system that's on its way, because this one packs a bit more of a punch. Area of low pressure expected to develop here out in the Gulf of Mexico as we get into Thursday and Friday. Could see some rain starting Thursday, but Friday's the day we watch this move close to us. Depending on where this low tracks, really plays out who sees the biggest rain chance and the biggest chance for severe weather. I do think we are going to see some pretty heavy rainfall. That's a pretty consistent thing that we've seen in the model runs. It'll move through Friday. By Saturday, we dry out. But because we're going to have that potential for some high rainfall totals, we've already issued that first alert day for Friday. In fact, one model indicating anywhere from 2 to maybe even 3 inches of rain. Not saying this is going to happen, but it's a potential on the table. We're going to see how these models played out over the next couple days. We'll keep you guys updated. Of course, we'll keep an eye on that potential for strong to severe storms. So that, again, is going to be Friday. Hence, you see that red box right there. Overall, the week, a lot different than what we've been seeing. A little cool for the midweek. We warm back up for Thursday, not looking too bad, 82. But then by the time we get to the end of the week, once that system moves through, the next weekend looking a lot cooler, staying only in the upper 70s.
Awesome, Justin. Thank you. Coming up in sports, the brackets are out and FGC women's basketball is headed to the big dance. Who the Eagles are playing and the players' reactions next.
Make your plans weatherproof with NBC2 News today.
Commitment isn't just a word we throw around. It's baked into everything we do.
If you've been hurt in a car accident, our commitment gets real fast. We interview witnesses and gather evidence.
We let the other side know that you're not alone and that your words have power.
You were injured by no fault of your own, but together we can hit back with the full force of the law.
Real commitment starts when you walk through our door. Farah and Farah.
There's a lot of things in this world happening right now, and consumers like myself want some level of control.
My name is Amy. I've been with FPL over 6 years. There's so many initiatives to help us continue to deliver clean, reliable, and safe energy to our customers.
We've transitioned from foreign oil to natural gas, and we're moving responsibly towards solar, battery, and green hydrogen, and this will all ultimately bring savings to the customer.
I know that FPL is looking at other ways to produce energy that down the line will reduce my bill, and the future is bright.
For over 40 years, Scanlon has promised to provide a deal you'll feel good about. And at Scanlon Lexus in Fort Myers, you'll discover it's not just about price. It's about our passion for delivering an exceptional client experience. Whether in dealership, online, or at home, Scanlon is committed to treating everyone with honesty and respect, building lasting relationships.
Discover the difference at Scanlon Lexus in Fort Myers, where you'll get a deal you'll feel good about.
When a rookie stunt driver meets the trainer who thought he'd seen it all. Again. There's bound to be action. But this is no ordinary blockbuster. It's a Nissan sales event ad, so you better act fast. Don't miss your chance to drive away in a new Nissan. Let's roll. Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Get a low $317 per month lease or get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Let the madness begin. Welcome into sports. I'm Jaron May. Happy Selection Sunday, folks. The brackets are officially out, and FGC women's basketball is headed back to the big dance. The Eagles won their 7th straight ASUN title last night, and then moments ago found out where they landed on the bracket. Check it out.
They'll face Florida Gulf Coast as the 12th seed in the Regional 1 in Albany.
FGCU is Bloomington bound. The Eagles slot in as the 12th seed and will square off with 5th seeded Oklahoma in the first round. That game will be taking place at Indiana University. Check out the moment that the FGCU players found out. moment just never gets old. This is the 10th time the Eagles have made it to the big dance and 6th appearance for Carl Semesco and co. as the 12 seed. Last year, the head man voiced his frustrations at being underseeded, and rightfully so. FGCU has won its opening round matchup the last 3 times they were a 12 seed. Whether you agree with the placement or not, the Eagles are ready to put their Cinderella slippers on yet again.
You know, we've done well at that position. Hopefully we have a couple days to get ready here, that we have a couple good days of progress and practice and have a great showing out there. And I'm looking forward to it.
This is what, I mean, every kid dreams of coming into the, college career. So this is awesome. I'm really proud of myself and this team.
Scouting FGCU's first round opponent, Oklahoma, is currently ranked 17th in the country and went 22-9 overall this year and 15-3 in the Big 12. The Sooners made it to their conference semifinals before getting bounced by Iowa State. This will be the first meeting all time between FGCU and OU. The date and time of the game still being set, but it'll either be this Friday or Saturday. As for the men's tournament, check out the full bracket. UConn earns the #1 overall seed. The Huskies are trying to be the first back-to-back national champ since Florida did it in 06-07. The other 1 seeds are Houston, UNC, and Purdue. 3 Sunshine State squads made the big dance as well. Florida is the 7 seed, FAU is an 8, and Stetson comes in as a 16. The first 4 games start this Tuesday, so get working on those brackets and strap in for some madness. 6 guys with ties to Southwest Florida are tourney-bound as well. 5 of them played at Florida Southwestern. Jadrian Tracy, who is also from the 239, is dancing with Oregon. Jermaine and Jaden are going with Stanford. And then Mohamed Silla is going with Boise. Plus, former Charlotte High star Trey Campbell is in the madness for the 2nd straight year with FAU. Good luck to all of our local products. On the Diamonds, both the FGCU baseball and softball teams were looking to break out the brooms today for some sweeps. Let's start with baseball, who wrapped up its series with Bellarmine.
With 2 aboard here. Swings of the first pitch he sees, airs it out towards center field. Obel going back. This has a chance. It is out of here. A 3-run shot.
Clean up at Swanson Stadium. The Eagles blew the doors off the Knights today in a 14-3 win. FGCU tallied 6 hits and 8 runs in just the first inning. Coach Toe's squad has its first series sweep of the season and is just 1 game below 500. As for softball, you can break out the brooms too. FGCU started its A-Sun slate this weekend with a 3-game sweep of Queens. The Eagles bested the Royals 1-0 today in their 3rd straight shutout win. It's FGCU's first time they've held an opponent scoreless through an entire series since 2014.
We were clean defensively all weekend long. 21 innings, no errors, 21 innings and 6 hits total in all 3 days. I can't complain one bit. That's exactly what we have to do. We have to make sure we get at the top, establish that, and then have people try to come and get us. So winning every series is our goal, and of course we can come through with a sweep, even better.
Whole lot of winning going on at FGCU these days, guys.
A whole lot of sports, right?
Yes, busy season.
Well, for Justin, Jared, and I, and everyone working hard here behind the scenes, thanks for tuning in tonight. Good night. Have a great Monday.
St. Patrick's Day weekend. Kane's Furniture is adding up the discounts. Save $200 for every $1,000 you spend. Shop room after room of breathtaking furniture. $200 off every $1,000. Zip, zilch, 0 interest until March 2027. This weekend, Kane's is saving you lots of green. Don't miss out. Now through Monday only at Kane's Furniture.
Get more for less.
You can bank with confidence at Achieva Credit Union, featuring Achieva Checking Plus, our safest account ever. You'll receive total credit and identity monitoring to protect you against today's ID theft. Plus additional benefits like a high interest-bearing account and cell phone protection. We all have a lot on our minds these days. And with Achieva Checking Plus, you'll know you're protected, so you can focus on what matters most. And that's good to know. Achieva, banking for good.
Have
you registered for your free card yet? Southwest Florida, what are you waiting for? The new owners at the all-new Nissan of Fort Myers and Nissan of Cape Coral are giving away 2 brand-new cars with a test drive and many other great prizes. So scan the QR code now. Plus, hurry in and buy new Nissans with 0% APR financing. New Rogues, just $22,988. And get up to $8,000 overbook value for your trade. Scan now or see us in person today at the all-new Nissan of Fort Myers and Nissan of Cape Coral. Discover the difference and experience car buying reinvented.
This is your invitation to experience a feeling only found in a Lexus electrified vehicle. Experience the elevation of electrification and some of the best offers of the year on select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event.
Get special offers on select Lexus RZ models.
Make every plan for every day weatherproof. The following is a paid program. The